You love Japan, I love Japan, we all love Japan. This is the land of anime, awesome video games, cool weird tech, giant robots, and so much more. My name is Gaijin Daddy, and I have been living here for over 10 years now, and it is a great place to be. What's that? You want to come live in Japan too? Well, I've got the video just for you. Here are 10 ways that you can come live in Japan too.
Number 1. Study abroad.
So number 1 is study abroad. This is probably obvious for anybody who's a student that you could do this. If not, hey, great news, this is an option. For most universities and even some high schools, you actually have the option to go abroad for around a year. Sometimes you can do a summer study abroad even, to a different country and get credit for your classes, for your degree, or your high school back home. I did this twice. Once as a summer study abroad at APU Ritsumeikan in Beppu. This was for Japanese study, and I got to get like a year's worth of Japanese in just a summer semester. So that was a big boost to my Japanese ability. I then followed up with that and studied in Tokyo at a university called UEC. This was in Chofu, Japan. I did my engineering degree while I was there, got credit for my classes back home as well. Now, one of the wonderful things about study abroad in Japan, they have a scholarship called JASO, and I was able to receive this scholarship, and many people are. And this scholarship will give you around 80,000 yen a month to live off of. It's not a large amount to live luxuriously or anything like that, but for me specifically, it was more than enough to live off of as a student in a dorm where things were cheap, and as long as I didn't go crazy, I didn't need to work. However, you can get approval for part-time work even while studying abroad as well, so if you do need that extra cash, you'd be able to do that. So this is a great first step to getting into Japan. Come out here, live here for a year, learn what it's like, make connections, and hopefully be able to find another step to live here more permanently if that is your goal.
Number 2. Get your degree in Japan.
Have you ever dreamt of saying senpai or want to get so drunk you black out on campus in Japan while getting your degree, while having your tuition paid for, while having a monthly stipend to live off of? Man, that's too good to be true. Get out of here. You know you can't do that. Well, actually, you might be able to. You can get your degree in Japan. You can get your undergrad, you can get your master's, you can get your doctorate. You can apply to almost any university out here, but of course you want to choose the one that's best for you. Different universities have different degree programs, just like they do anywhere else in the world. But the thing here is, as a foreigner, you can apply for what is called the MEXT scholarship, M-E-X-T. This will give you a monthly stipend that varies based off of which degree you're going for, and will allow you to pursue the degree of your choice out here in Japan for your degree, master's degree, whatever you want to do. So this is a great opportunity for you guys coming out of high school, or for anybody who wants to go pursue higher education. Now, having contacts in Japan, very helpful for being successful in this route. So if you're trying to get your master's degree, if you had studied abroad first, you probably will meet professors and things like that that will be more than willing to vouch for you for this scholarship. So I highly recommend looking into the MEXT scholarship and seeing if it's right for you, and maybe you can come out here and get your degree in Japan. Needless to say, a degree in Japan goes a long way to finding a job in Japan as well. So if you want to live out here more permanently than just your degree's length of time, then this could be a great step to doing that. And you'll be able to find your dream out here in Japan while not having to work or anything like that, because the stipend is pretty healthy. You'll cover your rent at your apartment, eat out, and have fun, and generally enjoy life. Make lots of friends here in Japan, and maybe you too can say senpai.
Number 3. Work holiday.
Work holiday. Sounds fun. You mean I can have a holiday while I'm working? Awesome. We're gonna go vacation and, wait, how do I work while having a holiday? Well, in reality, this is simply you get to come out to Japan for about 6 months and do any kind of work. You want to work at McDonald's? Go at it. Don Quixote, go at it. Find a construction job, go at it. Whoever will take you, you're good to go. The catch: you have to be of a nationality that has treaties with Japan for work holiday. So Japan can go work in your country and you can go work in theirs. In this sense, places like Australia, they have a work holiday. So you can come out here and work for 6 months at a time. I believe Australia gets to do it twice. Don't quote me on that one. But yeah, it's a good way to come in here and build connections. And if the company likes you, heck, they may even sponsor your visa. So you want to come experience Japan, get a little taste of what it's like to live here, you know, set up an apartment and go out to Shibuya, have some fun. Work holiday is a good way to do it. Earn a little cash so that you can enjoy your time here. Hey, why not? If you got the time and you're from one of these countries, come live in Japan for 6 months and enjoy the ride.
Number 4, teaching English with an English company.
So this one is probably the easiest way to come out here, and it is probably one of the most common ways, and that is teaching English. So anybody who has a degree, it doesn't matter what kind of degree you have, as long as you have a 4-year bachelor's degree, you can get a job in the teaching field out here. You don't have to have teaching experience, but it might help you if you want to advance your career and things like that. I think this is a good way to get your foot in the door. Some people love it and they keep it long term and they just try to build in more and more and more. Other people, they use it kind of as a way to get here, and then they do side gigs, doing YouTube, doing any kind of, you know, concerts they want to do if they're a musician, or whatever they can do. It's just a way to get here. Some people will then take it and pursue it to open up their own schools and make a kind of startup out of their teaching experience. If you want to come out here, there's a lot of different companies, some of them better than others, but you can do this and start your life in Japan. By no means is it going to be something that's going to let you live lavishly, especially at the start, but as with most jobs, the more experience you get, the better you get at it, your pay increases, your opportunities increase. It's really up to you on what you do with this opportunity. But if you're desperate to get here as fast as you can and you want to live here and just know what Japan is like, it's a way to get in, so why not?
Number 5, the JET program.
The Japan Exchange Teaching Program. JET. They will jet you to Japan. Bad puns. It's what us dads live for. Jokes aside, JET is actually a really good way to come to Japan. Typically, they'll take you right out of university, and you'll come out here, teach English. I think they have a few other opportunities out there, but primarily teaching English. You're going to get placed in some kind of school somewhere, often in the countryside of Japan. So if you're looking for that Ghibli experience, good stuff right there. But it is a limited term program. I think mainly you get to stay up to 5 years, but that's a lot of time to build connections and get to live in another country. JET also pays you pretty well, so you're gonna be comfortable while you're here, and you get a lot of good stories coming out of this program. So if you want to get out here and just enjoy life and teach English and just experience Japan, it's a great way to do it. So highly recommended. I've known many people who've come out here, spent a couple of years, then that was good enough, time to go home. And others who did the full time period and then went on to find careers in other areas in Japan based off the connections that they developed while they were here. You know, networking, that thing your dad tells you is always important, it is.
Number 6, start a company.
Do you want to make your own anime studio? Have the next great idea in technology that you want to launch in Japan? Or maybe you just want to start your own restaurant? Well, the next visa is for you. You could end up getting a startup visa or an established company manager visa. So these two types, and remember, I'm not a visa lawyer, so I can't help you figure out how to launch these. But basically, in summary, from my understanding here, you can do a startup visa by going and presenting an idea to the government here. It's typically going to be a city government, such as Tokyo or Osaka or someone else. And The visa can vary between 6 months to a year. This will help you to get your business off the ground, and if you prove it successful, then you can go into that manager style visa for an established company. If you want to go straight into that though, you need to have $50,000 approximately, about 5 million yen, to go and start up your business in Japan, be it a restaurant, be it a store, whatever you're wanting to do. If you want to be an entrepreneur in Japan, first of all, good luck. Very, very hard. Lots of hurdles, but people make it work. I've known people who've made it work, and it can be very rewarding. So hopefully, if you're an entrepreneur and you want to pursue this route, you're up for it, and you can come out here and do that. So good luck to you, and I hope that one works out. Note that not all startups are successful. We cannot be responsible for your failed business. You may end up getting out of Japan and having no money. Side effects may include running out of money, getting expelled from Japan, or finding yourself homeless.
Number 7. Join an international company.
Hey millennials, did you know we're old? Did you know that if you go into a liquor store, they only need to check if your birth date starts with a 19, and then they're done. So this next one's for us older dudes and ladies. So if you are already mid-career, you've started your life, you've still stuck, but you still want to find a way to Japan without throwing everything away for something that you're not used to. Well, there is a way, and that's through international companies. It might seem obvious to those who are familiar with them, but anybody who's working for just a local company in their country might not be aware of this option. If you find a big company, say Sony or Amazon or something like that, that have branches in Japan, most companies will offer you a route to do an international transfer to a different branch, especially for those who are high performers. So if your goal is to live in Japan, then this is a really good route actually. It takes a lot of planning, and you need to be really good at what you do, and you have to express your interest to your manager, but it's very doable. In fact, I work for an international company. So you basically need to go in and find a place that will allow such transfers, apply for that job, and then get that job naturally. Work hard with the express desire to eventually get transferred to Japan, and make that clear. You have to make that clear to your manager that you're working for, that my goal in 5 years or 10 years or whatever it is to go and live and work in Japan. Now, this is a wonderful way to come and have wonderful stability in Japan as well. You're going to be making the kind of money that you make back home here in Japan, and live probably in a big city like Tokyo or Osaka or something like that, and really get to experience Japan comfortably without a lot of anxiety, because most of these international companies will also provide lots of benefits living here. Like they'll help you finding apartments, they'll help you with your taxes and different medical stuff that comes up, because I mean, a lot of people who transfer out here can't speak the language. So yeah, I mean, if you really want to live here, it's a great way. It takes a lot of effort and you need to be dedicated, but you can do this. You can do it. Let's go!
Number 8. Marry a Japanese person.
Wait, so you want to marry a Japanese national just to get a visa and come to Japan? No! God! No! God! Please, no! 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 That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Number 9. Skilled labor visa.
Oh, wow. Really good with those tools. Very skilled. Oh. Man, you're really drilling that thing hard, aren't you? Skilled indeed. Sorry, dad jokes. Skilled labor. Skilled labor is in high demand in Japan. There's actually a list of them laid out by the government of Japan. So if you go online, I'm gonna try the screen where you can see some examples. Yeah, you can get a short-term visa. You're got a specialty of some kind. You're a welder, you're a builder, you're something that requires a specific set of skills. Japan has a list online. I'll try to have an example here somewhere on the screen of people they need. And if you want to get a short-term visa to come out here, live in Japan, and practice your craft, you can very much do that. It is not a permanent visa. It's not something you're going to get to come out here and live forever on. But again, it is a foot in the door. So if you want to build those connections so that you can get that permanent visa, it's a great way to get out here and try it out. So you've got those skills. Your dream is Japan. Come on out. We need you.
Number 10, CFN Career Fair.
You know what all students love? The thing they're most excited for in the world? The career fair. Said no one ever. But guess what? It is actually a really cool thing. Every year, CFN, that's what it's called, has multiple career fairs all over the world. The largest being in the fall in Boston. This is where multiple international companies and Japanese companies come every year looking for skilled university students to come join their company as a new grad, be it master's or undergrad, whatever they require. It'll be various levels of Japanese, some requiring none, some requiring full native level. But it is a wonderful opportunity. I highly recommend that you go look at the CFN website, find job postings on there, find things that work for you. Hopefully you'll find something you love that you're excited for. Some of the companies will want you to do phone interviews and stuff like that before you go to the career fair. And then you'll have your final interview at the career fair. Some of them will take walk-ins at the career fair. So it is a great way to go about it in finding a job based off of your degree and what you're wanting. Now, this is how I personally came back to Japan after my study abroad, and many of these places will also help get you set up here. They'll fly you out. They're sponsoring your visa, obviously. So it is a great way to come to Japan, start a life, and just enjoy your time out here while living pretty comfortably based off of your skills that you've developed and studied for through university. So I highly recommend this route if you're graduating from university soon and looking for a new job and want to start a life here in Japan. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Again, I've been Gaijin Daddy. This is my first ever video, so I hope you got something good out of it. I had a few friends who were asking me to make something like this because I help a lot of people out on how to come to Japan just in my day-to-day life as somebody who's been here for so long. So I'm hoping to make more content, not only related to Japan, but related to lots of things that I like, anime, games, different things like that, but coming in from it from my view as a father here in Japan, as that has changed a lot of my perspective on how I view and consume media and how I view the events and different things that are going on here. I have two beautiful little girls that I hope I can include in some of my videos. They love YouTube. We do a lot of fun things together, go explore a lot of places in Japan, so if I can, I'll try to get them involved a little bit too. So if you liked it, smash that like button, subscribe, ring the bell. Hopefully I have more content coming to you soon. And please put something in the comments. I'd love to hear your ideas, any questions you have. I'll try to be active and answer them. This is just for fun for me. So I do have a real job, as I mentioned in the video. So hopefully I can get back to you in a timely manner. Yeah, so looking forward to hearing from you. Again, see ya. Ja ne.